You're perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what we do with this. I don't know what we do with that. This is complete insanity. It proves it in the previous video with the Tucker Carlson interview. This guy was saying this 2 years ago, and you can literally apply it to today in real time. That shit is wild.
All right. Now I hear what you're saying, but oh, and shout out to my man Monty. He did come in on Rumble. He says, "Are you going to post a new StreamYard link? You said you would keep it open earlier. Yeah, I just had to do a little bit of hour of just me, and then I got you guys. So Monty, go ahead and come on up because I went ahead and posted it in the Rumble chat, and Monty came in again. If he is talking to foreign assets, then the CIA definitely can. It's not anti-Tucker, it's anti-sellout. Nah, you cannot. You can't spy on U.S. citizens. And let's be real. I mean, unless they can definitively prove that he was kicking in for, how is he a sellout for what? Like talking to Iranian agents, not Iranian agents, but what Iranian like foreign assets, or what was they trying to do? You talk to people in the Iranian government or people from Iran. I'm be honest with you, it's like, yeah, that's not really doing anything, to be honest with you. And considering who Tucker is, we're talking about the same guy that interviewed Putin, that interviewed the president of Iran. So to be quite honest with you, yeah, he can do that. And I'm pretty sure he was doing the same exact thing when he was getting those interviews. But now all of a sudden we're in a war with Iran, and now it's a problem. That's what
Yeah,
seems anti-Tucker about it. And it's not Tucker ain't no sellout. I'll be real with you.
well, Tucker, I think, is another movie to watch. I think Tucker comes from a family that is highly involved with the CIA. I think
Mm-hmm.
that his father was a CIA operative. I don't think
True.
that you come in these positions by chance. We are talking about you know a CIA operation that infiltrated our media. They control the Washington Post even today. It's just wild that to listen to any of it, it's like, which movie do I want to watch? Do I want to watch sci-fi? Do I want to watch horror? Do I want to watch war? It just depends on which channel you turn on that's giving you the news feed, because it's all negative. And I think that Tucker Carlson is something that is promoting nationalism. I think he's promoting to have people wake themselves up to information so that they're not so isolated. I think that's the main issue is people isolate themselves to information, whether it be one side or the other. Be open minded. Get the whole damn story. Figure out what the fuck is going on, and then make a
That's
logical
that's
conclusion to
mighty
your
rich
belief
from
system.
someone that literally can only comment one thing, that the government systems are all failed.
I can comment
That's
on a lot
mighty
of
rich.
things, Monty. Well, I can comment on a lot of things, Monty, and I think we've already been to that position in our debate. So, nice to see you this evening. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? I don't.
No, right.
So I'm gonna take over the fucking loony bin for a little bit. Um, the idea that the CIA cannot fucking read your text messages when you're speaking on behalf of the United States. That's what's being alleged here. When you're speaking on behalf, that's what the Foreign Intelligence Agent fucking Act is about, and that's what he's being accused of. If that is true, them reading his text messages that he's sending outside the country is absolutely within the purview of the CIA, because now you're no longer acting in the interest of the United States. If any other country, let's say let's remove Iran, let's remove Iran and replace Israel with this, you guys would
Mm-hmm.
not have a single problem with someone being rung up on charges. Let's say, for example, I'm
Not really,
talking.
but okay.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely,
right.
you would. You would
No, I
absolutely.
wouldn't.
You
You're
had up.
assuming
You
my
literally.
position.
You were up here lambasting Lindsey Graham because he was talking to Israel,
No,
trying
I
to
was
talk to Netanyahu.
yeah, because you're pretty much bringing his warmongering ideas that he also shares as well over here and trying to convince our president on that. I never said he should be arrested for treason, though. That's all in his own. Like he can do that as an American citizen.
If the CIA, no, you cannot do that. You cannot act in the interest of the United States and represent the United States as a diplomat. That is why we have diplomats.
But that's what Lindsey Graham is doing, and what you pretty much just stated out.
Lindsey Graham is a senator.
Him.
If anything, Lindsey Graham is a senator. He's absolutely allowed to talk to foreign leaders. And Mike Huckabee is an ambassador.
And allowed to be on the side of these foreign. Okay, go ahead.
No, he's not allowed to be on the side. You have to work in what's considered America's best interest. Now, just because you disagree that it's America's best interest does not mean that it's not America's best interest, especially when the president is aligning himself
that wasn't the argument.
with an ally.
He's allowed to do it. He's allowed to do so.
Yeah, Tucker is not. Tucker is not allowed to go say, "Hey, this is what we're doing." Blah 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 blah. That's what's being alleged.
That's what's being alleged. So you tell me that, and this is what they're alleging, that Tucker Carlson was leaking secrets to Iran?
Not leaking secrets, but specifically talking to Iran and leaking information and trying to downplay our that is undermining us in a leaking fucking
information. Like I don't know.
I don't think he has information to leak. It's not about leaking information. It's about the fact. Remember when the Iranian protests were going on? And we were like, fucking Tucker is a fucking shill for Iran.
Thing, we already have people to investigate people domestically. It should have been the FBI, not the CIA.
The CIA gives it to the DOJ, which is going to investigate with the FBI. It's called a passive information. Hey, we know Tucker Carlson is fucking emailing or texting or calling these people. Why? Because we're spying on them. And his name popped up across. Hey, DOJ, do your thing, which you're legally allowed to do in the United States.
And that'd be against the law because
it's not against the law.
From spying on American citizens.
You're not spying on American citizens.
Domestic, and if he is a U.S. citizen, they would be conducting a domestic investigation, which is illegal.
That if I am talking to a foreign power, the foreign power can be investigated. If the information works two ways. If I talk to a foreign power and the CIA is like, why the fuck is this American talking to this fucking guy that we're investigating or we have intel on? You have to pass that along to domestic agencies, which they're doing, i.e. the DOJ. That is completely legal and that is actually how it's supposed to work. If the CIA were going and saying, "Oh, we're going," what are you laughing at? What is so funny?
I just think that the kowtowing to mass surveillance, right? Mass surveillance is okay. You have no right to privacy. It doesn't matter what your label is. You don't have a right to
privately sell out the United States. That's called treason.
Who is he? Well, that's the alleged. So he's already guilty, right? He's already guilty. He's already guilty.
Notice how I've said alleged over and over again. That is mass surveillance. Like, what the hell is? What the fuck? What kind of half-baked fucking ideology did you have?
What are you talking about? I can't stand the Patriot Act. You can shove that right up your ass.
It's not the Patriot Act. This is fucking an act older than the Patriot Act. The Foreign Intelligence Act came from the fucking 1920s.
Okay. Sure.
Now, hold on now. Hold on now, Monty. I do got to give you this point, though. He said, now, if an American is in contact with a foreign target, their communications may be captured and stored in databases accessible to CIA analysts. So that
yes, and then to investigate the actual American, though, it has to be passed off to a domestic agency because they do not have the power to investigate it. They can say, hey...
Oh, they don't have the FISA court to do that. They don't have the FISA court to do that, right?
Oh my God, no. It's like you cannot investigate an American. You have to pass it off to somebody on the DOJ side, which does have the constitutional authority and the constitutional mandate under the laws that are written right now to investigate him. Like, just because you don't like that he's investigating Tucker Carlson because you want to fucking hear what Tucker Carlson has to say, doesn't mean Tucker Carlson is right. Maybe this idea that we've been lied to is applicable both directions. Maybe the people that we listen to...
Monty, what did I say at the beginning of when I said something? I said, which movie am I watching? I said, am I watching... Just like Piers Morgan is a movie. Which narrative do I want to watch? Do I want to watch the good versus the bad? Do I want to watch the ugly versus the pretty? It's all a theater. All of it.
So what, like, is your point just to have half-baked arguments that don't make any sense?
What's a half-baked about that argument? You're watching...
Which movie am I watching? It's called Life, dude.
Right. this is a media reacts, right? So you believe everything the mainstream media says now? Now
No, I
that
don't.
it's in favor of Trump against these people that are supposedly against Trump because they don't like the war in Iran.
What are you talking about? I've criticized the media repeatedly over and over again. The media is not for Trump. Are you, dude? Did you get off your meds again?
Who's on medication?
All
Like
right,
you,
guys. Now,
that doesn't make any sense. Like when have I said, oh, the media's fucking what? This isn't the
here's the
media.
problem, though. How could he even break the espionage? And let me read this out because this is the basis of the complaint. Tucker Carlson stated that that the CIA interpreted his private messages and is using his communications with Iranian officials to build a case under the Foreign Agent Registration Act, FARA. Context of communication. These contexts reportedly concur in the weeks leading up to the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran, which began February 28, 2016, while Carson was lobbying against the conflict. Let's see, accusations of surveillance. He accused the intelligence community of spying on him to humiliate and terrify their enemies rather than to secure a legitimate conviction. Here's Tucker's defense. He vehemently denies the claims, stating that interviewing and speaking with foreign figures is standard journalism, not evidence of being a foreign agent. I mean,
So
according to Nancy Pelosi, it is.
where is the journalism that came out of him talking to these agents then?
Well, considering that, they're going through a war right now, that was probably all postponed. Remember, he has talked to the Iranian. He talked to the Iranian president. There's an interview. He talked to the Iranian president, so he's done this before.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
I mean,
it's such bullshit.
That,
like,
but notice how that's
published. Do it.
Notice how that's published.
I mean, that kind of
those interviews are published.
He had to do the same thing with Putin to reach out to foreign assets in Russia. Of course, he's going to do the same thing with Iran if he wants to talk to Pacific people in Iran. For all you know, Tucker could have been trying to talk to the Ayatollah. You don't know what we know.
You don't know what was said. Neither do I. So maybe he said something that he wasn't allowed to say. Maybe he communicated in a way that he wasn't allowed to communicate in. Because there are laws against fucking doing that. You cannot undermine.
I mean, like I said, according to him, he's saying that, I'm just talking to guys to set up an interview. And it sounds like Tucker was trying to set up an interview with, the Supreme Leader.
I mean, if you honestly think that, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's not how that works.
It's exactly how it works. He got to reach with foreign delegates, bro. I mean, that's exactly how it works.
Yes, but you don't get to represent the United States. That's what's being alleged.
He's asking for an interview. That's it.
So you've read what he's been alleged with? You've read the charging documents?
That's Tucker's defense. Is that he's
Tucker's
trying to get an interview?
Tucker can say whatever he wants to say. I can say that I just wanted to talk to the guy that I murdered. That doesn't mean I'm any less guilty of murdering him.
But Monty, you're accusing him of pretty much trying to represent America when that's not even the charge.
I'm not accusing him. The CIA is accusing him of that.
They didn't. That's not the charge either.
Represent Foreign Intelligence Registration Act. That's what they're saying is this is a violation of.
The what?
The Foreign Agent Registration Act. Meaning, if you're going to talk about America or talk about fucking politics on the world stage and claim to represent America, you need to register as a foreign agent.
No, that means if you're going to talk in America and you're going to be representing another country, you need to represent a foreign. Then you register under FARA.
And that's what he's doing. He's representing another country. Oh, think about Iran. Think about this. Think about this.
He's not. He's not representing Iran. He's an American trying to talking to Iranian officials. He's not representing Iran.
I find it very funny that while they shut the internet down, that's who they were playing.
I mean, they're also playing Hassan Parker too, bro. Let's be real. I mean, they were playing.
Oh, he can get the smoke too.
On Tucker.
He can get the smoke too. Oh, I'm an equal opportunist. Fucking
bro, I'm being real with you. You're acting like Nancy Pelosi.
What?
That anybody denies it is automatically working with the enemy. Anybody that's against the war, they're pro-Iranian. You're pulling a Nancy Pelosi.
How am I Nancy Pelosi? I don't insider trade.
I mean, did you not hear what Nancy? All right, maybe I need to go back to.
No, I haven't heard what Nancy Pelosi said.
on, bro. Don't do. Come on now. Be like,
It's just I'm not trying to be a an asshole or anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm just
That's what you consistently do.
well, that's your
It's
personal opinion, Monty.
you're creating
Your
shock
personal.
value by laughing in my face. Yes, that is what you're doing.
I think it's funny though that your defense of everything that's coming out from the CIA. When has the CIA admitted anything that was of any kind of significance of truth? Nothing.
What do you know
Nothing.
about the CIA? Nothing.
You don't you don't know what I know about the CIA, Monty. I'm
all shadowy
You don't
and all
know
knowing.
me.
You got to listen to me because I have the right opinion.
Okay, so the CIA has been truthful in everything. It's a blanket
I didn't say
statement.
the CIA has been truthful in everything.
So what is I don't understand the
I know you don't
sensationalism of the
understand. Try
argument.
to understand. Try to keep up. Learn a thing
See,
or two.
no, what are you talking about? I couldn't. This is just obnoxious. It's just
You're always
obnoxious.
laughing in someone's face
now,
when they make a statement.
guys, I do want to play this clip real quick, just get it so Monty has an understanding of what I'm talking about.
Candidate, commander of NATO, and go to war with Iran.
Mr.
Putin.
For them to call for a ceasefire is Mr. Putin's message. Mr. Putin's message. Make no mistake, this is directly connected to what he would like to see. Same thing with Ukraine. It's about Putin's
the internet
message.
sucks so bad?
I think some of these protesters are spontaneous and organic and sincere. Some I think are connected to Russia, and I say that having looked at this for a long time now. As you know,
think some of these protests are Russian plants?
See, they're plants. I think some financing should be investigated.
And you kind of see what I'm talking about. Anybody who's against the war is automatically working for
What
Iran.
is she referring to? Because we're not. Last time I checked, we're not at war with Russia. Set.
Bro, yeah, it went over Monty. I said you're.
What is she talking about? What is the context surrounding this? I'm asking for information.
Monty. I'm explaining it. So the context around it is that what she's saying is, all right, well, if you're against the Russia war, you're automatically for Putin. So your argument, all right, well, since Tucker Carlson's against Iran, I guess he's automatically working with Iran, and that's pretty much saying.
I mean, she said more than that. She said a whole lot of things.
But no, she was speaking about anybody who was against the war is automatically working for Putin.
No, she said, I think all of these these protests are organic. And the financing needs to be investigated.
Yeah, and be invested, and pretty much saying you're working for Putin or you be invested in by the Russians. Like, that's what they do. That's
has that never happened in our history?
Monty, I get that. The problem is you're kind of mirroring it.
I'm not mirroring it. I'm fucking giving credibility to the possibility that maybe someone who's shilling for a foreign country might be a little dirty.
Shilling for a foreign country. You have to give examples of shilling for a foreign country. Like, when did Tucker Carlson ever did that?
Constantly.
Please explain it.
His interview with fucking Ted Cruz, his interview with the Russians themselves. Like this idea.
Okay, hold on. So his interview with Ted Cruz, how is that proving to be a shill when he was just asking him to explain Christian Zionism?
Well, what about his interview with Mike Huckabee, where Mike Huckabee had zero facts about Israel?
Can you can do without the
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Both of your examples is kind of weak to say that he's a sellout or he's been working for foreign interests. I mean, that's kind of what makes Tucker cool, is the fact that he's willing to go out there and talk to the other side. That's what people champion him for. And of course, you're gonna have to talk to guys over there on the foreign side to link up those interviews.
So is it shady or is it not shady to accept foreign money when you have a position?
Yeah, but Tucker never did that.
Oh, so look into who founded Tucker Carlson Network, just for your own information.
Tucker Carlson?
No, no, it's not Tucker Carlson. When he got fired from Fox, look at the money that was invested in him.
Oh, boy. All right.
It is public.
All right. So who founded Tucker Carlson Network, right?
No, not who founded Tucker Carlson Network. Who is financing, who has given Tucker Carlson money to found his own network. Funded. Who funded, not who founded. Funded. Money.
All right.
I founded Mr. Paramedic, but if I get a sponsorship from fucking Israel, you would say I'm a Zionist sellout, wouldn't you?
Depending on what you're saying.
Oh, wow.
Depending on what
So
you're
you apply
saying.
the same situation parallel, and suddenly you understand what I'm saying.
No, not really. Because here's the thing, though. Tucker,
No,
let's be
not
real,
really.
Tucker never overly
almost had
supported
him.
Russia's endeavors, and he's never overly supported what Iran's doing. The problem is with the pro-Israel guys is that they support whatever Israel does, no matter what, and they believe that Israel problems is our problems. Never has Tucker said that, oh, Russia problems is our problems, Iran problems are problems. But we sure do got Mike Huckabee. We sure do got these other guys talking about how Israel problem is our problem.
You're failing to miss the point. You were literally almost there. You literally almost understood. If I start Mr. Paramedic, I start my YouTube channel, and then now I'm taking money from AIPAC, would you say I'm a sellout or not? If I'm sitting here fucking towing Israel's line. Mind you, Israel is an ally of the United States.
Now, hold on now. So you're saying if you're if you're pretty much saying that, oh, well, we should go ahead. Israel's problems is our problems and all this stuff.
If
right?
I said that,
and you're taking money from Israel as well.
I'm taking money from Israel. Yes. Would you call me a sellout?
Yeah, you'd be a sellout.
Exactly. That's what's going on here. Look who has funded Tucker Carlson.
No, it's not. Actually, no.
Oh my God.
Because one, Iran hasn't given Tucker any money for that interview. Russia hasn't given Tucker any money for that interview. So, like, no, sadly, that's not true. But I got your answer right here. Tucker Carlson and his business partner, Neil Patel, bought out outside investors to take full ownership of Tucker Carlson Network and his partner entity, Last Country Inc. Previously, the venture was backed by 1789 Capital, a founding firm by Ahmed Malik, along with subscription revenue. And who's this Ahmed Malik guy? I think this is what might be what you're talking about here, because he's looking a little, he sound a little Qatar. You feel me? Let me see here. Who's this guy? Because Ahmed Malik. Because let's see here. Business executive. Here he is. Let's see here. American business. Let's see here. Ahmed Malik is an American banker and business executive. He is the founder and co-CEO of Merchant Bank. Here's here. Co-founder of a conservative venture capital firm. He's an American. So, like, Tucker Carlson is all American owned. It seems like it.
I can't hear what you're saying, Sid. Huh?
Oh,
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
So what I'm finding here is that Tucker Carlson's business is owned by him and his business partner.
Bro, are you serious? The information is right there. And so AIPAC is not a foreign lobby because they have American founders.
But it does speak out for
I want you to keep that.
It does speak out for Israel, though. But I mean, hey, look, John F. Kennedy wanted to put AIPAC, or what AIPAC used to be, under FARA, and he got killed for that. So, I mean, if you want to defend that, go ahead, bro. If you want to defend,
I'm not defending it. I'm saying what's wrong in one situation is wrong in another.
So,
what's
Tucker
wrong?
Carlson's
What's
business
wrong?
partner, Neil Patel, bought out outside investors take full control of Tucker Carlson Network. So as of now, it's owned all by Tucker Carlson and this guy, Neil Patel, which is probably an Indian guy.
Yeah, Patel.
So the seed money itself, like I said, came from where? Foreign fucking sources.
None of this says foreign. The guy they bought it from, Ahmed Malik, he's an American business owner. That's not foreign.
And there's fucking Chinese people that are Chinese nationals that are American business owners. That doesn't mean they're not foreign.
Ahmed Malik, no, the guy they bought it from, no, he's not a foreigner. He's an American businessman.
Is he an American
That's
citizen?
who they bought it from. That's who used to be funding Tucker Carlson Network until they bought it from that guy. So where's the foreign money here? Exactly. So Tucker Carlson didn't do the same thing as these guys. Like, what you mean? Look. Tucker Carlson's in the green as far as I'm concerned. That's why I'm a bit confused. Everybody trying to call him a sellout, and I'm just like, nah. Tucker's always been doing that.
Oh, Tucker
is always reached out to foreign governments and try to talk to their leaders.
Oh, he happens to have what?
An Iranian mother.
Ahmed Malik?
Mm-hmm. He was born here, but he does have ties straight back to Iran.
So he's an American.
Oh, goddamn, Set.
So hold on. So anybody with an Iranian background, we're just gonna throw under the bus, even if they're an American. Like, what are we doing now?
Muhammad.
That's assuming
Jihad.
duplicity. Like, bro,
So
just because they're an Iranian.
So the politics work like this, if I understand you correctly. AIPAC bad, but the same person that does the same thing in the United States for another country good.
That's not the same thing at all. You just said,
No, it's just not as well
the guy that
funded.
he bought the business from has an Iranian mother, so that approved duplicitous actions, even though he was born in America. Shit, can we say the same thing about PBD too?
Yeah, you can say the same thing about PBD. You do say the same thing. He's not in Iran.
That don't even make sense.
I'm Set.
Like, your point, like you were trying to prove that he came from foreign backers, and that has not been proven.
He did.
No, he didn't. Ahmed Malik is an American businessman from America with an Iranian mother, but still born an American citizen. That is wrong.
Oh, okay. The point is going over your head. I understand you don't want to see it, but it is going over your head.
Okay, Monty, I'll take that. Why not?
I'm gonna leave it at that. But I want you to look at it through that lens.
Monty, bro. I mean, anything, dog. I think you're the one that's tripping, but you think I'm tripping. So it is what it is.
I know. That's why I don't want to fucking bash you over it. But I think there's a lot of parallels that can be driven, and a lot of suspicious fucking points that have shifted on Tucker's part, because you can go look at old Tucker when he was being funded by Fox, and he's saying one thing, and now he's saying another thing. Maybe you can say he got more informed.
Hold on, bro. Have you even watched? Tucker has been talked about his time at Fox. He's been talked about, I was wrong on a lot of my positions when he was at Fox.
Because the money
apologized for it. So this is why I say Tucker Carlson's the realist in my book, because he admitted that
because he changed his opinion based off the money he was getting,
and then he went and then he chose the right position. And you're still trying to say
he chose the right position because you agree with it,
but you haven't been able to prove that.
I have.
Because he can be bought.
No, you didn't.
He's real because he can be bought.
You didn't. You just brought up. We brought up an American businessman, and then you had to reach by bringing up an Iranian mother. But he's still American?
Okay. That's baffling to me.
And
I want you to keep
the venture capital that he owns is still an American business, registered as an American business. So yeah, you're wrong on that note.
Babies here flying flags from Mexico.
Jesus Christ. That is true. She does have a point on that.
Well, I mean, look, like I said, I think you're kind of jumping the gun here with the whole, it's the same thing.
I don't trust him. When people's opinions shift,
you don't have a reason to trust him. I mean,
when people's opinions shift so drastically, and the only common denominator is that they're being paid by somebody different, I think you should take that with a grain of salt.
He went from being paid by a corporate to actually now paying himself. Like, he literally owns his own network and all that. I mean, that kind of goes to show that honestly, Tucker's more trustworthy than, I'll be real with you, most politicians at this point when it comes to geopolitics and domestic politics.
He's not a politician. He's a fucking journalist.
I know. And yet he still has more trust with the American people than these politicians do. That's the funny thing about Tucker Carlson. And I mean, look, I get that you may not like him, but here's the thing. One, you're allowed to change your position. And two, let's be real. He was around the circle jerk of Fox News in corporate media. Once he got out of that, he was able to now start doing new segments, able to start interviewing different people. That's the
so either he was a liar then, either he was a liar and a sellout then.
Whoa. Now you're just saying because I changed my opinion, I'm a liar, or he's a liar?
No.
Now you're being unreasonable.
No. People don't fucking have drastic changes of opinion from one extreme to another. That does not happen in fucking today's society. First of all. Second of all, fucking if he's a sellout and a shill for fucking Israel, because that's who fucking owns Fox, or he's a sellout and a shill now for Iran or fucking Muslim interests.
How, Monty, when there is no Muslim interest involved within his finances?
There's absolutely Muslim interest involved in his finances. I just demonstrated that.
You can't prove it. You can't.
His name is fucking Durka.
Oh my God.
Who?
Sorry, that was racist.
About?
That was racist. Sorry, I need to let gaming take over from here. That was I'm sorry. That was a Freudian slip.
Muhammad Jihad. Like, boom.
But all right, guys. So look,
I love
apparently,
you,
guys,
Seth.
you
I
can't
think
have
you're wrong
no
on this,
Iranian
though.
business partners or automatically working for Iran, guys. Remember that.
Yes.
Wild,
Yes.
wild. But okay.
You can make your money in America, or I'm not going to take you seriously. Set. If you started taking money from
Bro,
fucking,
most of
if
these companies ain't even owned by Americans. Like the AI you use probably ain't even owned by an American.
I use Grok, so yes, it is.
Oh man. Don't you know who
Anthropic
worked at
AI,
Grok?
hold up. Anthropic AI is actually funded by a bunch of countries outside the US. So with that
Actually-
logic, Monty, you wouldn't be able to use Anthropic, even
I
though
don't use Anthropic. I said Grok.
Oh my god. Your baby daddy Elon.
Oh, my baby dad. At least he fucking serves American interests.
Ah man, so yeah, the yes, XAI, the company behind Grok AI chatbot, has deep financial and operation ties investments in the Middle East. Saudi-backed investments. So Elon Musk, that
Saudis?
Elon Musk is he's a Saudi spy, guys. According to Monty.
Damn.
When you're traded on the public market, that's a little bit different than fucking taking private money.
Okay, now who's picking and choosing?
I ain't gonna lie.
You're traded, you don't have a choice on who your venture capital funders are.
Oh yes, you do. You could have denied that money. You could have said, "I don't want no Muslim money out here in my parts." It's like you could have said that. You could have waited for American money.
Not gonna lie, Monty. Your foundation's a little shaky, bro.
No, it's not. It's very, very centered in reality. I don't hear fucking Elon Musk talking about how fucking Iran is actually a good thing. We should let Iran fucking influence
because
us.
he's funded by the Saudis who hate Iran. That's why.
Yeah, good. The enemy is my enemy is my friend.
You can't trust
Iran is our enemy.
Elon.
Remember,
he's funded by Saudis.
Remember, Set. Iran is our enemy. Saudi is our ally. Israel is our ally.
I don't know, man. It sounds like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It sounds like Elon might be a Saudi spy. I don't know if I can trust that, Monty.
Iran is Iran our ally, or is Israel our ally? I'm
gonna be real with you. Anybody that has foreign investment, according to you, even if they're not even attached to any of these guys, is working for them. So
when you have a co-founder of your company, remember Elon Musk is South African. So I'm not sitting here trying to say he's as American as apple pie, but there's a difference when you push American goals and American interests, and when you push Israeli goals and Israeli interests, or Iranian goals and Iranian interests, or fucking the lot of the things. Like this idea that because I said something about Tucker Carlson's financing that I don't trust any fucking funding outside the United States. Yeah, I'm very skeptical of it. But when you prove me right and prove my skepticism right by being a shield for Iran, so much so that they're willing to broadcast. So much so that they're willing to broadcast your fucking media as slop for the people that literally aren't allowed to see anything else. That tells you something.
Maybe you should actually listen to what Carlson's saying. You'll probably understand why.
I have a subscription to Tucker Carlson Network. Set. I listen to Tucker Carlson. Yes.
Do you? I don't know.
I have a subscription. You misunderstand me when I criticize people. I understand these people's points because I listen to them. I have listened to them growing up my entire life. I have seen the shift in fucking in allegiance. I have seen it.
I mean, in allegiance,
I watch Tucker Carlson. I watch Glenn Beck. I watch Candace Owens. Not as much anymore, but I still have a subscription to it. I have a fucking subscription to the Daily Wire. I have a subscription to Angel the Angel Network. I have a subscription to fucking. I used to have one to Rush Limbaugh before Rush Limbaugh died.
But here's the thing, though. This is the difference between Tucker Carlson and I guess the guys who support Israel is that Tucker Carlson has never said that Iran's goals are our goals, or that we should be honestly what. We should have
because everybody would fucking laugh him out of the room. Have to.
No, Monty. It's because he don't believe that. It's because he just wants to talk to these guys and get the other perspective. That's real journalism right there. That we should champion instead of condemning.
That is real journalism. On its face, you're right. That is real journalism. If that was what you were doing, honestly trying to get the other side's perspective, but you don't take and champion the other side's perspective while we're at war with that side.
But when has he done that? He's only championed the anti-war perspective, and that's our perspective. And if you're saying that our perspective is Iran's perspective, then you kind of are pulling a Nancy Pelosi on us right now.
Anti-war is exactly what Iran would want right now. Iran is getting their shit pushed in.
Dog.
Yikes.
Come on now.
Yikes.
You're basically doing the same thing they're doing. So, all right.
Yes,
so
but you're not paid.
America.
As far as I know, if you were paid by Iran, I wouldn't be on your fucking show. I mean, are you paid by Iran?
Nah, not at all.
Okay, then your position I take seriously. That is what I'm trying. That's why I'm arguing with you and not Tucker Carlson.
But Tucker Carlson's not paid by Iran, though.
Okay,
like we proved that. But I'll tell you, is paid by some people in the Middle East. All right, I'll stop. But all right.
Out behind the camera.
I'm not stroking out. Do you not understand my motives? If you were paid, if you had fucking Al Jazeera sponsoring your fucking channel, I wouldn't fucking listen to you anymore. I would say, no, he's fucking selling out to fucking the Muslim Brotherhood. But you have Kalshi, which is an American business. It's inside of America. It has some funding, but I see your motives as true and intentions. I see Tucker's as paid for.
Well, excuse me.
You can hold the same position. You can hold the same. You can hold the same.
Well, I need to go retract my application from Al Jazeera real quick, but
whoa.
I'm just
no. That's you giving them money. That's a little bit different than them giving you money and then you having opinions sporadically right after they give you money.
Okay, that's selling now. That's high.
You see what I mean? And that's how I see this. And I don't say because you agree with Tucker Carlson that you're a sellout. I say no, you have your own opinions that are fucking based off of your own fucking interests, which I believe are American interests. I see it as duplicitous for Tucker to market to that type of person, i.e. you, and say the things that confirm what you're already thinking because it gives you more ammunition, it gives you more credibility off of a premise that is a lie, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot.
I know it's convoluted and complicated, but it makes sense if you literally draw the fucking murder board out.
No, I hear what you're saying. Now, honestly, I do hear what you're saying on that note. Like, I get what you're saying, that you do have a bit of a distrust for Tucker Carlson right now because, well, I guess of his radical position change.
I don't have anybody that makes a radical position change. You could make a radical position change right now and become fucking anti-Trump to the fucking max. As long as you're not being paid by fucking MSNBC, and obviously MSNBC is a bad example because they are a news outlet, but you see what I mean? If you shifted your position suddenly after getting new funding, I would be like, I wonder what those terms and conditions and non-disclosures say.
Good point. I'll give you that one. That's fair. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get right back into it. This Piers Morgan.
Sorry, that was a whole bunch. Shut the fuck up.
Get them Jewish Negroes back out there into the field, especially Ben Shapiro. Oh, limp-wristed ass. He gets on my nerves, bro. He is like the very first one to talk about what America needs to be doing to help Israel. Bitch, what are you doing to help America, you fucking soggy bottom whore?
Yeah, I agree. Like that, I have the same criticism that I have for Ben Shapiro that I have for Tucker Carlson. I am an equal opportunist fucking sellout caller outer.
What?
All right, that's fair. I mean, all right. I get it.
I hold no allegiance but to my country.
Well, respect for that one. I ain't gonna lie, Monty. Okay, I hear you out on that. It's just that I don't know. This whole attack on Tucker just seems so convenient. One of the biggest voices speaking out against the war, and y'all investigating him. Okay, all right. I'll sit here and I'll play along and pretend, like no, this could be legitimate. But come on now, guys. We all know what this is. It's like I said, what the Dems did. If you speak out against the war of their choice, they will come against you. They will go against you. There will be a complete media campaign against you because you're going against the war of their favor, which is crazy, by the way. But all right, let's get back to it.
We do not recognize President Donald J. Trump anymore.
Damn.
So obviously, the foreign government you're talking about is Israel, and Marco Rubio himself said before he then did a complete reverse ferret on it, as we would call it over here in England. He said that the reason America preemptively attacked Iran was because Israel, he didn't name it, but it was obvious he was talking about, had indicated they were going to launch an attack and that the Iranians may respond against American interests, which seemed a very convoluted reason for American forces to be committed. And they then, under huge blowback, tried to pretend he hadn't said it. But we all heard what came out of his mouth. And then we heard Antony Blinken, one of his predecessors, say that Netanyahu had tried to persuade both Obama and Biden to do the same thing by saying, I'm about to attack Iran. And when they said no, he then didn't attack Iran. And so, many people share your misgivings about this. Notwithstanding that, the polling still shows pretty strong support.
I know you just started. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
Now, you may not support the war. I'm not saying you in particular. I'm saying people. You may not support the war, and that's fine. Y'all may not like what Trump, Big DJ T got to say, and that's fine. But overtly saying stupid statements like, this isn't our president and we don't recognize him, and doing stuff like that, you realize that if you said that anywhere else, it'd be considered high treason, right?
Yeah,
making those statements is enough to get your head on a chopping block in other countries.
Unless he goes to England or unless he goes to Europe. But outside of that, yeah, you're right. I mean, do it in Russia, North Korea, some parts of the Middle East.
Chill, you can't even really say that type of shit in Japan.
Well, at least those countries got some balls, and they'll actually do some shit for people that commit treason.
Right. And it's like, here, all these politicians are so fucking bought and paid for. They ain't even got the stones to stand up to overt statements of treason. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? I thought you had a set of nuts on you.
Man.
Or Trump and this attack. So how do you explain that?
No, I do not believe that one bit. I talk to MAGA people all day long, every day. And the everyday average American is absolutely against this war. And they know that the only reason why we are even in Iran right now is because of Israel. We see Benjamin Netanyahu coming to our country more than any other foreign government, any other foreign nation. He's been here almost 8 times. This is embarrassing. We are the United States of America. Why are we allowing a foreign country to occupy our government? And now we see I was removed from a religious liberty commission because I dared to speak out against Israel. It's no longer a conspiracy, Pierce.
As a Catholic.
What Israel wants, Israel gets. And we're witnessing that. And I'm telling you right now, MAGA is dead. And we will not vote for one more politician who lies to us and says, oh, we're going to drain the swamp and we're going to not get involved in foreign wars. Trump has betrayed our country and he has betrayed MAGA. And people are livid.
I mean, what is fascinating is to see how split the conservative right is now in America in a way I never imagined possible. I remember you on the Miss California thing. It was a story at the time. And I remember all that going. And I was actually, at the time, I was a judge on America's Got Talent. I'd just been competing on Donald Trump's inaugural Celebrity Apprentice show. I won it. That's when I got to know him. So, I remember all that period. And what is fascinating, if you go back to 2008-9, the idea that people like Megyn Kelly, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, you and others would be so against what Trump, a Republican president, is doing, would have been unthinkable. How do you think it's come to this?
Well, we witnessed what happened from the very beginning. We saw that Marjorie Taylor Greene was called a traitor by the president. We're seeing never Trumpers, Pierce, never Trumpers like Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz and Mark Levin. I mean, these are never Trumpers who were not by his side back in 2016. And now he's siding with these people and calling true MAGA supporters traitors. He's, you know, but what you realize is that the most
real with you, yeah. Mark Levin wasn't. This is gonna sound wild, but trust me, this is true. Mark Levin did not start effing with Trump until he ripped up the JCPOA. Because let's be real, that Israel wanted us to do that one. Because then that is when all the anti-Trump rhetoric stopped.